Hey everyone, welcome back with Bean O Mac, where today we're going to continue our playthrough of Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase on the PlayStation 1 for Licensed Thursday. Licensed videos for, licensed games, I should say, playthroughs, 4 videos every single Thursday. Well, I'm not really articulating myself well. So it could be, Scooby-Doo, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, adult cartoons such as Simpsons, Family Guy, movie tie-ins as well. Just kind of showing people that, well, the licensed games do have a bad rap. There are definitely some very fun and playable games. As you can see, I'm not off to a great start here with missed that jump. The platforming in this game is pretty wonky, but once you get used to it, it is very fun. It is very Crash Bandicoot-like in that sense. And you'll actually see a lot more comparisons why I bring that up in just a minute. Well, later on in the level, you'll see why.
Shaggy. I bet they just hate a pie in their face.
You know, I thought pies
And yeah,
well,
it's kind of like a trap in my opinion anyway, to try and throw pies at those guys, because the platform is so small you'll end up just, being hit and thrown off. Oh boy, that was definitely a crazy jump. So, last week we did last week we did Japan, where we played as Scooby, and this week we're doing Rome, playing as Shaggy, or as some of you may know him as, I like to refer to him as Norville Rogers. That's his actual name for those of you who didn't know. A nice little Shaggy factoid for you. And, that's kind of the cool part about this game, is that you switch between characters depending on which world you play in. Which it would have been cool if you could pick who you play as. But, whatever. I mean, it's not the biggest deal. I mean, at least, once again, Shaggy and Scooby, if you didn't watch last week, they're pretty much the ones that are doing the brunt of the work. Velma is the one who, is manning the save room. Which essentially just means she's just standing there, waiting for you to kind of come and bother her, and maybe she'll end up bothering to do some work. And then when it comes to Daphne and Fred, they're quote-unquote looking for a trap, and that's not me paraphrasing, that's exactly what they say in the opening cutscene. So if you didn't see that, you should check it out, because even in the cutscene, as soon as they say it, they just literally run off like a couple of goofs. Like, they know exactly what they're doing. Let's not kid ourselves here. This is actually a pretty beautiful level in my opinion. Very nice architecture. It's kind of interesting. Actually, no, I can see it. Never mind. I was gonna say that that's just a black void, but I think that actually is water down there. The little lily pads they got is pretty nice. An issue with this game, though, I did mention, licensed products can be bad at times. Issue for me is the physics of this game. Even though it's kind of definitely, based off of like a Crash Bandicoot type of game, the physics are not nearly as up to par. And, nonsense like that tends to happen as well, unfortunately. There we go, we made it up. But yeah, the platforming physics, and there is definitely one, trying not to swear for the licensed ones, but there is one very nonsensical, very irritating what? Okay, I didn't even know that was physically possible. I'm not really repping this game very well, if I'm being honest, guys. And I usually try and cut out all my mistakes, but I figured I'd give you something to enjoy this week. But yeah, the platforming is not the best, and sometimes where you aim with the flower, depending on what the screen looks like, the camera, it doesn't always go in the direction you want. So those are definitely the downgrades of this game, the bad aspects. And once you get used to it, though, which doesn't take very long, trust me, I'm just not a very good player yet, but once you get used to it, it is not bad. It really isn't. but there is a level later on that I am not a big fan of.
Friends,
Let's just put it that way.
Lend me your bones.
And when I get to it, because it was the level that pretty much made it to where I stopped my playthrough dead in its tracks when I was a kid all those years ago. That's pretty much when oh man. That's pretty much when I took my ball and went home in this game. So now I'm back to essentially reclaim my title here. Trust me, future videos of this game I'm not gonna do so bad. But you know, I am what I consider a casual gamer. I'm not looking to, you know, 100% all these games and, you know, show that I'm this hyper competitive, you know, better than thou kind of person in these games. It's all about the ride. And something I'm really starting to notice now, I don't know if it's just a Shaggy thing or not, but I feel like I didn't have to deal with it with Scooby, but then again, there weren't too many jumping platforms with him in Japan, is the momentum in this game. It can be, your jumps really do rely on a lot of momentum, which I think is also, once again, a thing that had to do with the Crash Bandicoot series of games. And it makes sense, but this is also a game where we, you know, we're double jumping as Shaggy and Scooby.
Shaggy,
Oh my god, look at that neck. That's crazy. But yeah, this is the part I'm talking about where it also takes after the Crash Bandicoot, where this is where I pretty much was like, yeah, they pretty much ripped off a lot of the ideas that they have. And there's a few more things that are on down the line. But I believe, once again, I haven't beaten the game, but I believe this is the only section in this game that's like this, where, you know, you get chased by the thing and the camera's facing you and stuff. Actually kind of fun. Although I wish there was something for me to jump over. Is it just me, or is he getting like really close and there's nothing I can really do about it? Alright, I think we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. But we can't kill him. I do think it's funny that, like, the game, that they didn't even bother to, like, stop him in his tracks or give him a new animation or anything like that. He's just stuck there. And once again, I miss. But that's okay.
Phew, you made it. I wonder if the Phantom Virus is in the arena. Grab that box of Scooby snacks and let's find out.
And there we go, folks.
All right.
Level 1 is now complete. So how this works is that pretty much there are 2 main levels, and then you get a boss battle for each level. So I'm just filling those in, you know. Sure, there might be there's a lot of new viewers, I'm sure, that check out these things. Most of the people that do watch are actually unsubscribed. So if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. What the hell? I guess I was supposed to jump over that. Yeah. That was close. Jesus. I like that little thing he does with when he does his jump. I don't know why he grabs his head like that, but I ain't complaining. And one good thing about this game is you can really rack up a lot of lives. So it's one of those games where it's very tough to learn at first, but once you kind of get the hang of it, then, you know, as Shaggy might say, things get kind of groovy. It's a very fun game once you learn the physics. That was a close one. Zoinks. Oh shit. Shoot. I thought for a second I actually just fell off the map somehow. Jeez. We're getting goofy in here. Getting goofy. I like how with these guys, they didn't even bother to like give them my like legs or anything like that. Like it made sense for like in the first level in certain spots, but I just think it's funny that like even when reusing them, they decided they didn't want to give him any legs. It'd just be easier. That's character though, I guess. Yeah, I'm actually kind of getting my butt whooped. It'd be pretty embarrassing if I lost a wife just because I couldn't, you know, take the monsters out. What? Alright, now we're just getting goofy. This is crazy town here now. Or is it Looney Town? I forget what the name of that show was with the girl with the pink hair or whatever. Oh, I'm thinking of Lazy Town actually. Never really watched it. It was not really my generation, but it was a very weird show. It always kind of, once again, I never really watched it. Honestly, when that I think We Are One meme came out, I actually kind of like that song, I'm not gonna lie. But it kind of looks like almost like a 90s anime or something like that come to life. I'll say this, it's the best live action anime I've ever seen. Then again, I've never actually watched it, so I can actually attest to that. Alright, come on, we can do this. Ugh. We made it. We got him. Wow, that was kind of sour, I'm not gonna lie. What they just did to us. We got him though. We're better than the game, come on. Give me some credit here, folks. Put some respect. Well, this is actually getting a lot crazier than I thought. Nothing too crazy yet. But yeah, they're crazy if they think I'm gonna go in after that one. But this is a lot more to take in than I thought that I would have to at this point. Because I don't remember this being the hardest game. It's just kind of something where I was playing while I was younger. So, I mean, I think like at this time, it seems like it was more on par. Like, I think Crash Bandicoot was more difficult than this game, if I remember correctly. So it was kind of just a product of the time, rather than something that was very difficult. I think in today's, you know, market of video games. PS1 and N64 were built different. I think the PS2 era is when, you know, when games really started to kind of go onto the easier side. Even then, when I was a kid, I couldn't get past, like, Jellyfish Fields or something like that. And, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, so, I mean, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I remember as a kid, I couldn't beat the majority of games that I played. It was just kind of fun to be along for the ride. I remember in Mortal Kombat Deception, for Conquest mode, I just lived in the village, because I couldn't get past the tutorial level. Alright, let's see here. This is actually kind of scary. Because I can't tell, are they throwing it at me, or are they just throwing it in a set pattern? I think they're throwing it at me, and I just have to keep running. But once again, this is a nice nod to the movie. The Rome actually had quite a bit of screen time. One of my favorite parts of the movie, Cyber Chase. Toro, Toro. I can't remember what the purple was. Imagine beating a lion with a pie. Ancient Rome, the gladiators, they don't need spears, they just need, give me 5 pies. Oh, jeez. What, 2 at a time? Alright, come on, guys. Let's not drag it. Alright. Look at that neck. You know nothing about that neck. Got that neck game, ladies. Oh jeez, okay. I better stop messing around. Alright, come on. The big thing with boss battles I always fear is, depending on where they end up, once again the throwing physics with the flower isn't always the best. Alright, that was just nonsensical, that was just silly. That was goofy. Come on. Oh no. Oh jeez. Alright, he's gotten pretty close. Take it easy there, fella. Take it easy there, fella. Come on. Alright, this is my chance. No. Ugh. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. What? Wow, that was... I would be very upset if I lost due to that. I'm not gonna lie. Phew. But we made it. So, thank you for joining us this week. Remember to check back next week for next week's episode of License Thursday. And if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Ring the bell to be notified of the daily content and posts. And of course, above all else, remember to have a nice day.